Do you know what makes old age truly heartbreaking? It's not illness. It's becoming a burden to your own family. In today's video, I'll share 4 essential principles every older adult should know to avoid resentment from their children and protect their dignity and peace in later life. Don't give everything away. Don't rely entirely on others. Don't neglect your health. And most importantly, don't forget to live your own life. This is a kind of wisdom no one teaches you, but everyone needs to learn before it's too late. Let's talk about how to age with grace and self-respect. There's a truth many people don't realize until it's too late. Loving your children deeply is beautiful, but giving them everything you have can sometimes be a mistake. Countless parents spend their entire lives saving every penny, pouring their resources into helping their kids buy a house, start a business, or get ahead in life. Some even take out loans just to give their children a better start. In their hearts, children are always the top priority. The hope is that one day, when they grow old, their children will return that love and care for them in return. But life doesn't always go as planned. When old age arrives and health begins to decline, parents without their own financial safety net are left with no choice but to depend on their children. If their kids are loving and responsible, it's a blessing. But if not, those golden years can quickly turn into years filled with anxiety, uncertainty, and heartache. The truth is, we can never predict how people will change over time, even our own children. And no matter how much love we give, we should never trade away our independence in return. The wisest thing a parent can do is to help their children within their means, while still protecting their own future. That means keeping a financial cushion, savings set aside for unexpected medical bills, the quiet moments of loneliness, or simply the peace of having your own space. Let your children learn to stand on their own. That's not only a gift to them, it's a form of self-protection for you. Money doesn't buy love, but in old age, a modest savings can buy something just as important: control over your life, inner peace, and dignity. Because you deserve that, no matter how old you are. In old age, what we truly need isn't a big house or fancy things. It's a place called our own, a space where we feel safe, respected, and at peace. Many older adults, out of deep love for their children, choose to sell their homes, give their savings to help their kids upgrade to bigger places, or move in with their families just to be closer. The intention is beautiful, but reality doesn't always match the dream. Sadly, there are far too many stories of parents who end up feeling unwanted in the very homes they helped build. Sometimes they're treated as a burden, an inconvenience, and that kind of rejection hurts more than any illness ever could. When an older person no longer has a space of their own, it's easy to lose their sense of identity and security. They begin to tiptoe around, afraid to speak up or take up space. Every day becomes a careful balancing act, and that's not what home should feel like. A house, even a small one, even modest, if it's your own, brings peace. It's not just shelter, it's freedom. It's where you can live by your own rhythm, without asking permission to simply exist. Don't be too quick to give up your home in hopes of gaining closeness or care from your children. Don't trade lifelong stability for the uncertain promise that someone will always be there for you. If your children love you, they'll love you wherever you live. But you must make sure you keep one thing, a place to return to that's yours. Because home isn't just a roof. It's a space where you don't have to ask to stay. And in old age, that sense of belonging might be the most powerful kind of comfort there is. Young people often fear poverty. Older adults, however, fear something far more painful: falling ill with no one to care for them. As we age, our bodies naturally slow down. But what's even more difficult is when an aging parent's declining health becomes an emotional and financial burden on their children. It's not because the children don't love their parents. It's because today's world is demanding. Between working full-time jobs, raising kids, and managing a household, even the most loving children can become overwhelmed. I once knew a young woman who was pregnant, working full-time, and trying to care for her hospitalized mother-in-law. Between medical bills, medication, and meals, their expenses far exceeded their income. One day, she quietly said, "Sometimes I wish I could just sleep through all of this." That moment hit me hard. No parent wants to be a burden. But if we don't take care of our health early, it's only a matter of time before our bodies start to fail, and our children are left carrying the weight. That's why proper nutrition, quality sleep, light daily movement, and regular checkups aren't luxuries. They're responsibilities to yourself, to your family. Don't wait until you're sick to start paying attention. Don't let a minor ache turn into a major crisis because you ignore the signs. Taking care of your health doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better. It means freedom. It means not needing to depend on others. It means aging with dignity and self-respect. If you love your children, love them wisely. And the first step is making sure you stay strong. Because even as they grow up, they'll still need you to be a steady presence in their lives. There's a truth we rarely say out loud. Growing old shouldn't mean living solely for your children. It should also be a time to learn how to live for yourself. After retirement or the loss of spouse, or with declining health, many older adults begin to rely on their children as their only source of emotional connection and daily support. They hope for company, care, and constant attention. But the reality is, in today's fast-paced world, adult children are often juggling careers, raising their own kids, and managing financial stress. They simply can't always be there, even if they want to be. When expectations are too high, disappointment follows. And when parents become too dependent, even loving children can feel emotionally drained. What starts as affection may quietly turn into pressure, and over time, resentment. Some parents, though still capable of cooking, walking, and thinking clearly, choose to abandon their independence in hopes of being cared for. What they don't realize is that this kind of dependence can make even the most devoted child feel trapped. But aging doesn't mean stopping. It can be the perfect time to learn something new, take morning walks, garden, read, listen to music, or rediscover passions left behind. Life still holds so much beauty if you're open to embracing it. Help your children when you're able, but don't demand more than they can give. Love them, but know your boundaries. Live independently, because that's one of the greatest gifts you can offer your family. And above all, don't sacrifice your own joy just to hold on to affection. Live well, so that when your children look at you, they feel gratitude, not guilt, because a joyful, fulfilled parent brings light to every generation that follows. Growing older isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new journey, one where you have every right to live for yourself with freedom, peace, and dignity. Loving your children is natural, but that love must come with wisdom and healthy boundaries. If you give up everything, your time, your health, your savings, and forget yourself in the process, the one who suffers most in the end is you. Preparing for old age isn't selfish. In fact, it's one of the most thoughtful and responsible things you can do, not just for yourself, but for your children too. It takes pressure off them and gives everyone room to breathe. Personally, I believe there are 3 essentials to aging well: a clear plan, firm boundaries, and self-respect. The biggest lesson from everything we've discussed is this: old age only becomes difficult when we fail to prepare for it. And family bonds are strongest when everyone carries their fair share. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or even beyond, start now. Hold on to your home. Protect your savings, care for your health, and most importantly, keep your spirit joyful. That's not just survival, that's living well. Thank you for watching until the end. If this message spoke to you, please give a like, leave a comment to share your story, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a practical, heartfelt advice we'll continue sharing for your journey through later life. You are not alone, and this journey we're walking together.